hello everybody. So we are going to check out today the energy of 8-8, so the Lion's Gate energy. And so some of the things that I've learned so far about this energy is that this gate opens once a year, and you may or may not have known about it, and you may or may not have utilized the energy to the best of your advantage. Now, everybody still feels the energy, but how you use it is completely up to you. So one of the things that I did learn is that it closes around somewhere around August 21st, around there. It's not specific, it's not exact, because the new season comes in or something like that. I don't know, I'm not an astrologist. But basically, the strong energy, we have the ability to observe our lives and figure out what we want to work on and what we would want to utilize this energy for. Or you just ignore it and you just have a crazy couple of days, right? And don't understand what's going on in your life right now. So, for instance, you pick something that's showing up in your life and you say, I want to work on this. And when you do that, you're actually able to keep the door open as long as you need it to. All you have to do is decide what you want to work on and how long, and then it's not even how long, because it's however long it takes you to work on that issue. So for instance, if you're working on a huge issue and it might take you like a year or so to actually work through becoming a different person and living your life in a new way, well, then you're going to have the energy for a year. If it's just a quick thing that you want to work on, maybe it's just something small in a relationship that you want to work on, then maybe you will only have the gate open for that small amount of time. And next year, just be ready for the door to open again, and you can utilize the energy again. So it's really cool. It's really awesome. I highly suggest that you take the universe up on this opportunity. And what we're going to do today is we're going to look at the energy surrounding the August 8th Lion's Gate energy. So I did a pre-one about a week or almost a week ago. And then I did all the July videos. So if you want to know your video for your sign, then you just go to your playlist and all of the videos are in there. I'll put the one that I did just recently, maybe the energy updates that I've done after that, in the description box down below. So everything you need will be in the description box. What we're going to do is we're going to look at the energy, and I'm not going to resonate with every single person. I'm going to resonate with those people who are supposed to be here. And remember that these messages are timeless, so it doesn't matter when you get this. I'm actually filming it on August 8th, but you could get it a year from now, and you might need something that's in here for you. Remember that these energies can be reversed, so if I'm reading for you and you're like, hey, that sounds like my person, well, then it's probably your person. It's okay. You can assign the roles as you please. All right, so here we go. I'm only accepting the highest and best truth for the collective's highest and best good, bringing forth the most accurate answers. And we're just going to say, I'm going to leave it wide open to the universe to tell us what's going on in your life right now. What are we focusing on? What is the energy open for? How do we move forward? All of those beautiful things. If it ends up being a relationship, then we'll also see how that person is thinking of you. Like, what do they think of you, okay? And we'll move on. It's very good. So, all right, let's go right into it. Okay, this is the U card, the next step. What's the obstacle in your way? Your strength and the outcome of the situation. So what's going to be happening here is you're going to be seeing things in a whole new light, and that's going to bring you your world. It's going to bring you everything that you desire. It's going to bring you the love that you're looking for, the money that you're looking for, whatever you've been asking for, it's going to bring that to you. But first you have to see the world in a different way. You can't keep looking through the same lenses and expect that you're going to get different results. You've got to put a new set of glasses on. You have to have new realizations in order for you to say, you know what, I never saw it in that way, and I want my life to go in this direction, so then I need to make these choices. These are the choices that I need to make. And that's all going to come about because of the Sword of Truth. So lots of swords of truth. This can also be a card of spying or gathering information. So this could be somebody is gathering information on you by looking at your social media accounts or something like that. Or maybe you're gathering some information on someone. Or this is people bringing truth to other people. And this can look in many different forms. So if you go to counseling, then maybe your counselor is going to bring some truths to you. And maybe the counselor has thought some things and didn't really want to bring it up just yet, but they'll bring it up to you and see how you respond to it, see how you react to it. Maybe you have a spouse or a partner or something like that, and maybe that person brings you some of their truth, or maybe they already have, and you're starting to see things in a different way. And so it's because the universe wants to bring you the world. It wants to bring you everything you've been asking for. You've been doing the work, and when you do the work, the universe wants to reward you for the work. Well, there's a little bit more work that has to be done before you can get all of your fruition. And what it's going to do is it's actually going to help you with your self-worth. It's going to make your self-worth a lot stronger. So the Empress card is always about your self-worth, but it's your self-worth in a different way. It's more intrinsic. It's more deep. It's not your self-worth on the outside like the Emperor card. The Emperor card is more like, I'm so strong, I'm so amazing, I'm so masculine. And this card is actually the feminine part of you, the softer part of you, and really bringing that into a strong sense so that you can feel good in your feminine body. And everybody has a feminine body. We have a masculine and a feminine side to us. Yes, we have the divine feminine and divine masculine in relationships, but inside of our body, we need to have a balance of both. You need to have femininity, which brings you your intuition and brings you your creativity. And then you need to have your masculinity, which brings you your logic and you're making good judgments and being very cultured in the world and things like that. So both of these, feminine and masculine, bring life experience. They're just life experience in a different way. And so right now we're focusing in on your feminine side of your life experience, bringing in some... and through the feminine side, we had some heartaches. Maybe somebody made you feel like you had a low self-worth. Maybe somebody projected their ugliness onto you, and then that brought you into a place of low self-worth. So I was just learning a lot about narcissistic behaviors and how those manifest in the world and what narcissistic behaviors do to wound a person. And one of the things that they do is they punish you. Sometimes they can punish you physically, mentally. But one of the ways that I thought was really interesting that I learned about how they punish you is by withholding things that they know you want. So if you're a person who likes a lot of sex in your life, they will withhold that from you. If you are a person who likes to be cuddle and hold hands and things, then they'll withhold that stuff from you. It's just a form of control and manipulation to lower your self-worth. So for instance, I was watching this thing today and it says like, if one of the things that they will do is it's really crazy because it just kind of brings to light this situation. One of the things that a narcissist will do, especially if you are a good-looking person, but like a 10 on the scale or a 9 or 8 or something like that, they will purposefully withhold comments to you so that you know how that you look good. They'll purposely withhold sex from you, and so it's like they're constantly devaluing you as much as possible so they can keep you in control. And so that's what I'm feeling like with this card. It's like building the self-worth. So you had multiple times in your life where somebody has purposefully maybe hurt you, or maybe you had some trauma in your life. I have a feeling this has a lot to do with somebody who has projected a lot of their self-worth issues onto you, and now you have these self-worth issues that are bigger than they were when you maybe met this person. So what we're doing is where God is bringing you with the world, they're bringing you the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is a lot of love, a lot of love. This queen, she gives the most love in the world. She's amazing. She's very intuitive and very nurturing. She's like the mother that you never had. She gives you that type of love, the motherly love, and very love and caring. And it brings a lot of love and happiness. And so that's what the World card is representing this Queen of Cups. Okay, so now that we know the big picture of what's going on in the world right now, with the 8-8 energy and why is this happening, the 8-8 energy is to help you see things differently, help you gain a new perspective, a new way of looking at life so that you can move on from the things that have been hurting your heart and creating low self-esteem and the low self-worth inside of your body. So you may be a person who stands tall and stands real well, but then there's a portion in your life, like not real well, how do you say that? You may be a person who looks real strong on the outside, but then there's a portion in your life that is devaluing you and making you feel like you can't be the best that you can be and just holding you back. And maybe you've never realized what that was holding you back. Maybe you thought it was you. Maybe you thought it was your childhood trauma. Maybe you thought it was something like that, and you realize now that, oh, it's because I've been living in this low self-worth because of this pain that's been inflicted on me for some of you guys for years, right? Okay, so let's see where we're at. So the U card, right now your talent is shining, and that's good, because with the talent shining, that even though you're seeing things differently and you have some pain in your heart, all in all, there is happiness in your life, and your talent is shining. You're getting money news like everywhere. If you're not, then you're getting some type of news, or feeling like money is coming in. You're feeling like money's going to be okay. You know, sometimes we're in the negative, pessimistic viewpoint where we think, oh, money's just not here, and I don't have enough. And I feel like you're feeling more like auspicious about it, feeling like you have more abundance than you've had in a while. This could mean that some of you guys are getting some job offers that are coming in for you that are really good. Just make sure you're checking details on everything always. Make sure it's really what you want. This card also says that you will succeed through the Lionsgate energy, that you will get your reward and you will get your new opportunity and your new money. So stay strong and know that all of this is coming, okay? Whew. The next step for you is to recognize how you've been left out in the cold. Recognize not just the feeling, but the tactics that somebody has used. Have they used gaslighting? Have they used manipulation? Have they used blame shifting? Have they used projection? Have they used just twisting your words and twisting things around? Have they used confusion? Confusion is a big way that people like to lead people out of the cold, and they like to help you think that you saw things a certain way, but you really didn't. It's not the way that it really did happen. And so it's just learning. It's about learning the tactics that someone used to hurt your heart, that someone used to devalue you, that someone used to project their pain from that they're feeling onto you, so they no longer had to feel their pain. It was all about you feeling their pain, because they didn't believe, they felt entitled that they didn't have to feel that pain, that you should feel that pain. All right, so the next I wanted to know if I should clarify that. I just feel like it's pretty clear cut. This is a pretty clear cut reading. So let's see what's in our way. What's our obstacle? What's in our way is the justice. The justice. It's like it's almost there. You haven't fully gotten. We're going to dive into this card for sure. I'm going to get a couple. I need to know what's going on with that. What does that mean? Because why is that in our way? Wouldn't that be a good thing? Maybe it's a fake apology. I'm not saying illusion though. So there's something that's in your way, or something that's keeping you stuck. And maybe it is that you want an apology from this person, and you feel like you deserve to get an apology from this person, but you haven't gotten it yet. And you're like, I will stay until I get this apology. And that's kind of a funny way, or it's not really a good reason to stay. Okay. So the Emperor. Okay, so you're waiting for communication. Okay, so you haven't gotten your justice. Maybe it's not from this person. Maybe it's from someone else. Okay, so that is what I'm feeling. It's definitely some swords of truth coming in. So you're feeling like you haven't gotten the sword of truth that you really need just yet to move on. You're still waiting for that intuition. You're still waiting for something to confirm that it's your time to move on. And it's because this Emperor hasn't come in yet. So this Emperor could be the person you're dealing with right now. They haven't shown you their Emperor self. They haven't shown you their masculine. So we have feminine and masculine right here, right? So the Emperor. So it doesn't matter whether you're male or female. We're all dealing with this this feminine energy, healing this feminine energy. And the masculine is going to help do that. That balance of the masculine energy is coming in with their sword of truth. Here it is again with communication. So once this person, or this, maybe it's the masculine part of you, I'm not really sure, but I'm really feeling like it's probably a person. But once this happens, then the events are really going to start to speed up. The blocks are going to be lifted. You're going to feel very fired up and ambitious, and time to take action. It's almost like you're waiting for the sign. You're waiting for the thing that will open the door for you so that you can move forward. And this will bring you a cup of love in the form of a page. But you're not wanting to be love bombed anymore, because some of you guys have been love bombed. So I'm feeling like and the relationship maybe that you're dealing with, their love came on really fast. They said that they loved you like really quickly, and they gave you everything that you needed. And then next thing you know, you were in a relationship with someone that it wasn't what you thought it was, but you kept like staying for whatever reason. But I'm sure there's different reasons for every person. But this is actually good, because you're not going to want the love to come in so strong, because if so, it might scare you and be like, well, last time the love came in like that strong, I got fooled and I got put into a situation that I couldn't really get out of. So so you want it to come in a lot smaller. You know that there's a lot of love behind this, but it's going to be a lot smaller. It's going to be the size of a page. But it is good love. I mean, it is love. It's good news. It's good money. And it's you enjoying life again, putting down the burdens of your sadness. So that's what all of that means. Okay? That is beautiful. So that's why that is an obstacle. Your apology hasn't come in yet. Your justice hasn't come in yet. What's holding you back? Maybe having to sell a home. Maybe it's a divorce that might be holding you back, but something is holding you back from moving forward, and there's a reason why, okay? So let's see what our strength is. Well, I want to find out what the reason why is. I'm going to use this new deck. Well, I've been wanting to use it. What's the reason why we can't get our justice? Like, why can't we move forward to the justice? I mean, I understand what you said right there, that masculine energy hasn't come in yet. Maybe that is the why. Let's see if we can get more, if there's more information about that. Because that's interesting. Because is it a person, or is it you standing up for yourself in the masculine energy? That could be it too. It could be you standing firm in your masculine energy, balancing the masculine and the feminine so that you can leave physically or mentally. It's just lots of swords of truth. 10 of swords. It's like, in order to move forward, this is an interesting card. So, because what I'm seeing on this is this guy's trying to move forward, but his motorcycle took off without him. You know what I mean? So he's like chasing his motorcycle. So he's like, wait, so he is running towards something, and he's got communication because he has the bird. He's definitely running towards something. Or someone is running towards you because they see you moving away. So maybe somebody is coming in your direction because they see you moving forward. Oh, well, you're moving forward now, so that means that's my ticket to come in, the Divine Masculine says, right? And the King of Swords is more communication, like lots of communication, of contemplation. So this guy right here, he's contemplating on his thoughts, like he's thinking about what he's doing and what he, it's very logically, he's got some information and he's like, okay, so what do I do with this now? How does this fit into my life? That's interesting. And the last one is just to be completely done, feeling free. 10 of Swords is being, I always say like done like a Thanksgiving turkey, but this is more like, look at all that communication that's here, all the birds that are flying. This woman, if you could sense how she feels pretty good. You could tell, like, she's like, oh boy, that's over. Now I can actually be me and be free. You could feel the freedom in this card. So that is really cool. And there's lots of yellow to that too. So I like how this deck depicted that for me, because normally the 10 of Swords just looks like you've given up on a situation, but that's not what I'm feeling. I'm feeling really free with this situation. All right, so what is helping you? What is your strength? That's right, I looked at it and then I forgot. It's that the manifestation is coming whether you want it or not. So this is destined. It was something that was, you had put it in the plan of your life that it was going to happen in this way. And yes, there has to be an ending in order for a new beginning, but I feel like this is the manifestation that you've been asking for a long, long, long time. So the manifestation is coming in. Let's see what these cards depict for that, because that seems really cool and really fun. So tell me about this manifestation. What do we got coming in? And for those of you that it is love, we'll go ahead and pull some cards at the end. For those of you who are looking at this as career, well then you can assign the roles as you please and the energy as you please. Or if this is just you moving on from a relationship, however it manifests in your life or looks in your life. Okay, so it's planning. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, so the manifestation is definitely a tower moment so that you can be free. That's what you've been asking for. You planned this for a long time. It was something you planned before you came into this world. It's something that causes you a lot of anxiety, But once this is all through, it will give you the happiness of the world that's coming in for you right here. And the Ace of Swords is just knowing all the truth, knowing everything that happened, understanding the entire thing, having success with the clear thinking, and you're going to be able to think better. So I feel like a lot of you guys, this whole time before this 8-8 energy or what's happening right now, a lot of you guys were in confusion because of this devil energy that was surrounding your life. So we have a death and rebirth that's coming in, and that's why, right? So that's why this is all happening. We have a death and rebirth of something that caused you grave anxiety, something that was planned and destined for your life. And it was surrounding this toxic energy of making you have a low self-worth with all of those things that I described earlier. All right, so the new future outcome is exactly what they just told us, which was the Ten of Swords. So you have it again. You have double confirmation of the Ten of Swords as being completely done with this thing. So use the 8-8 energy to help you evolve, help you be done with this thing that has plagued your life. Whether it's emotionally, physically, whatever it is, everything's generally, physical is actually connected to emotional anyway, so whatever it is, whatever it's like physically showing up in your life, or it's just emotional. Yeah, so we have the King of Pentacles, illusion, feeling trapped, a lot of anxiety, bringing you to your freedom. That's exactly what's happening here. The whole 8-8 energy that we're moving through is bringing you your King of Pentacles, whether it's a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. If it's a person or an actual energy, it's a visionary, it's the vision you've planned for, that you've worked hard for, that is super generous and reliable and supportive. Those three things are what you're looking for. You're looking for protection and security and loyalty. You're looking for this whole thing to be resolved so that you can move forward and resolved in the best way for you, where there's not a ton of people getting hurt in the situation. It's kind of like, okay, we've done what we can. We need to move forward. Like, what's the most mature way that we can move through this without so much damage? And because there was a lot of illusion for a lot of you for many, 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 many years. Lots of illusion, lots of confusion, lots of not understanding why your life is a certain way, you don't understand your anger, you don't understand your resentment, you don't understand your pain, you don't understand any of this because it was all hidden. And it was all hidden so that you can have life experience, so that you can have this manifestation, so that you can have the dichotomy between the worst life ever and the best life ever, so that you can look back and say, now my best life feels so much more amazing because I haven't had it. And now it's like you're not going to take advantage of it. You're not going to feel like you're entitled to have it. It's like it's going to be a sense of contentment. You're going to be really content and very happy and very amazed how it all happened, how it all came about. It's really interesting. Sometimes when I do readings, people are like, I didn't see how that was going to happen. And then as it played out and I can see it happen, it's like I watched it happen. And it was so wild to see that what you were saying was exactly what was happening, but I could have never fathomed how that could have happened for me. So, so it's whatever made you trapped and whatever brought you the most anxiety in the world, the thing that kept you from your freedom. Yeah, I'm getting the same confirmation of just, the Emperor energy coming in to smash the illusion that you've been living in. That's what I was going to say. So I was listening to some of this narcissistic stuff today. And it was interesting because I was listening to a narcissist explaining narcissism. It was very good. And he had talked about like when somebody, like for instance, I'm giving you an example of like how you're going to know like how wonderful it is. When someone never gives you love and then they finally do, that love feels so amplified that you think it's the most amazing love ever. because you didn't get it. So a narcissist will withhold love and withhold love and withhold love and withhold love. And then one day they'll give you love. And it feels like it's so amazing because they withheld it for months and sometimes years. And then all of a sudden they will love bomb you. And that's just to keep you in the relationship. So like if you notice, and it's such a horrible tactic of manipulation, but it's like they deprive you of it and then all of a sudden they just bomb you with it. And so that if you've ever been in that type of relationship, you'll know what that feels like. You feel so good and so amazing that you're like, oh my gosh, you just can feel the difference. Well, that's the same thing. It's like, and I'm not saying that the universe is a narcissist or anything like that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying for those of you who've been in that type of relationship, you'll understand how big it's going to be and how big it's going to feel. It's going to feel like you didn't have anything, and then all of a sudden you have everything. But that everything will last, because that's the whole purpose of this. The whole purpose of this is the lesson so that it can last, so that you can review your life and see the Ten of Pentacles for what it really is. You can review your life and see the whole thing and its beauty and how it was. I know it was, some of you guys, it was really, really painful, but you can look at it and see like, what a beautiful life experience, because it brought in what it brought in. It's like when I was a kid and I went through all my trauma, and I remember when I was a child and the worst days, and some days it's like, because I'm intuitive, so I remember thinking, I can't wait until I'm older and I can create my own life. And I didn't realize as a kid I could create my own life because I felt like I was in a hostage situation. But I remember being like, I can't wait till I can create my own life because I'm going to make it the most beautiful life ever. Okay? And I'm making it right now, and so are you, and that's really exciting. It's like, maybe you know what I'm talking about. When you were a child, you're like, I can't wait till I'm 18. I can't wait till I'm 25. I can't wait till I'm 35. Because you just knew on the horizon there was something better for you. And those of you who are in a horrible relationship right now, or just not in the relationship of your desire, your dreams, then you're probably like, you probably can see on the other side of that mountain now. Because of 8-8 energy, you might be able to see on the other horizon. I see the golden. I see the abundance. I see something. I just can't touch it just yet. And you will be able to touch it, because hold on to the 8-8 energy. So what I suggest is during the 8-8 energy that you ask the universe, or tell the universe, tell the universe that this is what you're going to work on. I want to work on my self-worth. I want to work on my self-happiness. I want to work on the illusions that I've been living in, so that I can be as happy as I deserve to be. Not as happy as somebody else wants me to be, or not as happy as I thought that I only deserved, but as happy as God intended me to be. Okay, so if you like this video or entertained in some way, before you do that, let's draw some love cards, because I told you I would. So those of you who are specifically working on the soulmate relationship, whatever's happening right now, let's pull some cards and find out what's going on in that soulmate relationship. I know that there's a ton of healing going on. There's a ton of realizations. There's a ton of illusions being shining through, so that you can see new perspectives. So either way, there definitely is new perspectives on both sides. All right, so here we go. Wow. Okay, so this isn't going to be for everybody, but it is for whoever it resonates with. But it's time to release the ex. And that, for some of you guys, is going to be a difficult thing to do, because you need to release the ex only if your intuition tells you that it's time for you to release your ex. But this is where we're going. If the ex is the person who took your self-worth away, and the ex is the person who did this to you, it is time to release the ex. Okay? And it's time to call in your soulmate. Once the release of the ex, whether that's energetically or actually physically, once you do that, you will get your soulmate will come in. The ex has too much deception for it to go on. Here's the interesting thing that I learned also for narcissistic love, for those of you who are in those types of relationships. Once you pull back your love from a narcissist, or people who have narcissistic tendencies, then be ready that that person will start a relationship with someone else. So just so that you're aware of that, because they need what the narcissistic supply that you were giving them. Once you pull it back, don't be surprised if that person ends up starting a relationship with someone else. So in other words, cheating. Don't be surprised. And at that point, if you're leaving your ex anyway, it's not cheating. Only if you say it is. Okay, but if you're already moving in that direction, and one of the things that I learned is that they will give that ex everything that you've been asking for. One, to punish you, and two, because they have learned from you what someone needs to be loved. So they're going to use that tactic in order to love bomb the new person. So be ready for that. Be ready for them to get into new, if you're in this type of relationship, be ready for them to get into a new relationship and love bomb the hell out of that person. You need to hold on to your self-worth and know that it has nothing to do with you. They learned from you, and you were a great teacher, because now they're going to do that. But once they're done love bombing that person, they're going to go right back into their ways that they were with you, with that person, devaluing that person, withholding love from that person, and the manipulation techniques of gaslighting and blame shifting and all of those things that worked on you for years. Okay, so if that is you, I hope that that's not you. But those of you, if you do release an ex and they go out and get someone right away, don't feel bad about it. Okay, that's their rebound love, or so one of the things I learned is that the reason why they do that is because the speed is their weapon of choice. They have to do it really, really, really fast. So if you go to try to release an ex and all of a sudden they want to do everything for you to keep you, but everything you've been asking for is really, really fast, it's because they're trying to solidify you to stay in the relationship so that you won't go. But I guarantee you, once they get comfortable again, it's going to go right back to the devaluing, withholding love, withholding sex, withholding compliments, withholding anything, withholding birthday gifts, you name it. They will do anything that they can to devalue you, to break you down, to make you stay in the relationship. All right, so because in the end, you deserve love, and this is all about you getting your love and getting what you deserve in the relationship. So for those of you who are dealing with love, and you're dealing with, could be codependency, narcissism, whatever it is, but I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. Okay, guys, so I wish I had some encouraging words, but I just don't know what your relationship's going to bring, and I just don't know where you're going to go. Let's see if we can get some encouraging words from the universe, because I'm not feeling it. All right, universe, encourage us. Help us see something better. Give us some advice. I'll do these, and then I want to... We know that the happiness is coming and the world is coming. Have strength. Your communication is coming. Your cups are being filled. Okay, that's good. And it's a gift from the universe. You just have to... It's a gift you can't see just yet. But you will be on your knees thanking God for this release of this, whatever happened. And whatever reason you're in this, okay? All right. What do we have? Prosperity lies ahead. You are very close to achieving your goal. Be bold. Make the first moves. You and your loved ones are safe. Bring love into the situation. Bring love for yourself. Not the person who was putting these swords in your heart. Not the person who was withholding love. Not the person who was using tactics on you. That's not the person you bring love into the situation. You bring love into yourself. Love yourself by releasing your ex. And if you can't leave physically just yet, then release your ex emotionally. But don't be surprised if that person goes and finds another person right away. And it wouldn't be to make you jealous. It would be because they know that you're leaving and they need another supply. They need another person. They need another person to project and hurt and blame and all of these things. All right, guys, I wish this was a more uplifting reading than it was, but this is 8-8 energy. It's really, really strong. We'll do another energy update really soon. I just got a new kitten and he monopolizes all of my time. He just meows all the time. So I'm trying to find when I can do these videos without kids up, kitten screaming, or kitten meowing, and all of these things. So if you like this reading, you're entertained in some way, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and this way you get notified as soon as I post something new. You guys have a great day. Bye.